What up? It's your boy Dvrth again with another video. Today we are here with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean OP. This came out of nowhere for me. This came out of absolutely nowhere for me. I woke up this morning and it was suggested to me on YouTube because I wake up in the morning and the first thing I do is get on YouTube, see what the fuck I can watch. But it was suggested to me on YouTube and I was like, oh shit, it came out already. I looked in my DMs on Instagram, and people were telling me about it coming out and stuff, and I was like, oh shit, I really have missed out, huh? However, it took me a little while to get to recording this, or whether I wanted to record this or not, because over the Thanksgiving I got sick. Still sick. I really didn't want to get out the bed, but I was like, fuck it, it's JoJo. I gotta see what's good with it. I put a little poll up to see if it had too many spoilers in it or anything. Overwhelmingly, people are saying that it's safe to watch and there's not too much going on in the way of like spoilers or like hints or stuff like that in the OP. So we're just gonna be enjoying this. Really hyped for Stone Ocean. It actually seems to be coming out a little bit earlier than I thought it would. And honestly, that's a good thing. Like I said, I'm absolutely hyped for Stone Ocean. A lot of people have been hyping this up, saying that this is going to be some shit. It's going to blow my mind, and all this. People have been saying this shit's going to be amazing. So we're gonna hop straight into it. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you haven't, fuck, why do I always suck at that? If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you what the fuck is wrong with me? If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or something totally different, the best place to send that in is always my social media. Link's going to be in the description. God, why is that so hard? All right, this cold is fucking my brain up, man. We're just going to hop into it. So we're going to get our headphones, make sure that they're on. Jesus. Them bitches is on, and let's just get into it. Okay. Oh, they got the CGI back. Let's get it. I'm seeing the CGI just like old times, as if I haven't. Is this? Hold up. Hold up. Is this who I think it is? We'll see. We'll see once we hit the okay. I'm loving the colors. Hey. Okay. Oh. Okay, hold up. Hold up. Hey, yeah. This is hard. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, that looks like Jotaro. Oh, okay. That looks like Jotaro, no cap. Hey, yeah. What the fuck? What the fuck? Whoa, what? Oh, whoa, that looks like fucking part 3. Hold up. Whoa, hold up, bro. There's a lot of callbacks to part 3 going on in this OP. Damn. Okay, that was it. That shit. Okay, hold up, bro. That shit. Hold up. That was hard. Hang on. There's a lot of callbacks to part 3's OP, and oh my god, I hate yelling when I'm sick. Oh god. There's a lot of callbacks to part 3. There was. Let me go back real quick. Even though I always say, I don't like going back. Well, blah blah blah. But we got to. There was some really cool stuff going on. When it kept okay, calm your ass down. There's some really cool stuff going on visually. First of all, the first thing that I want to talk about before we get into like the comparisons and stuff like that is the return of the CGI kind of OPs that we've gotten when it came to like part 3 or part 1 through part 3. Though that really gives you like a nostalgic feeling. I say nostalgia as if I didn't just start watching JoJo like last year. But I could imagine people who have been watching JoJo since like part 1 or have been reading the manga since the beginning, you know, just the OG fans see this and they're like hyped. They're like, oh shit, the CGI is back, nigga, it's real as fuck, you know, it's going crazy, all the other stuff, you know. It's I can see how this would be a really hype moment for JoJo fans, for like really OG JoJo fans that are like, oh shit, the 3D CGI shit's back for the OPs, and that's always cool, right? But they go a step further by making a lot of comparisons with like visuals when it comes to like looking at comparing it from like part 3, like this right here, this specific scene right here where she's like in the middle of like some galaxy looking shit, and like she's breaking the chains and shit like that. That looks like the OP from part 3 where like Jotaro's standing up and like he has all the like vines and stuff coming out into his back and stuff like that, and he stands up and he pauses for a little bit, and then Star Platinum comes out, and then the same thing with this one, or with this where you have what's her name, Jolene, I think her name's Jolene, I almost say Jocelyn, but Jolene, where she stands up and she, okay, calm down, where she stands up, poses, and then her stand comes out. I don't know her stand's name, but her stand comes out, and it that's hype. That's hype, you know. I think when we watched the trailer, we made the comparison of, it seems like Jolene's story is starting with her in jail, and Jotaro's story starts with him in jail. You know, that's another comparison when it comes to you know, how her story compares with Jotaro's story. But a really interesting thing that goes on in this OP, and I'll see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Jesus. It happens somewhere when she's like in the star, you know, the galaxy looking thing, and she has her back towards Jotaro. It's really well, whatever. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm sure like most of y'all have seen this OP over and over and over again, and have just replayed this a fuck ton, because I know that I will be. But she had her back towards Jotaro, which really looked a lot like was it I think, well, of course it's part 3, but I don't remember which OP it is, where Jotaro has his back towards Dio, and he's walking away from the wherever. I think even in that OP they're like in some constellation type of setting. I may be wrong, but I have to like look back at it. But it kind of looks like a comparison to that too. But with that kind of comparison, it makes me think, like, if you had to switch the roles and it's Jolene facing away from Jotaro, like, it would, what am I saying? If you had Jolene facing away from Jotaro, it looks like them having the same kind of relationship that Jotaro and Dio had. Maybe not as visceral and violent, because those guys were like mortal enemies, but kind of like, it makes me feel like she may have like a disdain for Jotaro, which, if we're understanding what we understand from like the trailer, it doesn't seem like Jotaro was in Jolene's life very much, and having a disdain for Jotaro probably wouldn't be super far-fetched. So when I see stuff like that, you know, it's just like, oh, so, and if you want to take it a step further, and I really hope not, because this goes into another thing I want to talk about, that I'm a little afraid to talk about, because, okay, we'll get to that when we get to it, but I hope not, because it makes it look like Jotaro's the antagonist, and I don't believe that Jotaro's the antagonist, but it makes it look like it, and I don't like that, because here's the thing: and I try not to theorize too much in these videos, mostly because I did it in like Attack on Titan and stuff like that, where I wouldn't theorize too much, because like if you theorize too much and you hit the either if you hit the nail on the head or you're too far away, somebody is bound to be like, yo, let me explain. I'm like, oh no. But it seems like it makes it look like Jotaro's the antagonist. I don't believe that Jotaro's the antagonist. I'm sure that we get somebody a little bit more wild, with like a little bit more wild of a power than Jotaro's time stop. And you already know how JoJo loves their time manipulation final bosses. So I'm sure we'll get something in the way of that. I'm pretty sure if we like really process of elimination, we could probably figure it out. But we'll talk about that in a bit. When I see stuff like that, it kind of piques my interest, because I've always been of the thought process that the only Joestar so far that I haven't seen like actually get dirted is, well, no, Josuke lived, but the one Joestar that I felt like would die next is Jotaro. And I would assume this part seems perfect to be like the type of series where it's like, now let's kill Jotaro at the end. And I hate that because I love Jotaro. He may not be like my favorite Joestar. I don't know if he's my favorite Joestar, but that don't mean that I want to see him die. And this just seems like, from what I've been hearing from other people towards the end of part 5, that this part is going to be like wild as fuck and like really crazy. I wouldn't put it past this part to like off Jotaro, you know. Of course you would have to off Jotaro towards the end, like at the very end, and that would suck. But also there's still that in the air of like, with the whole symbolism of her facing away from Jotaro, he could be somewhat of an antagonist, at least in Jolene's mind. He could be. But there's that. The music was really good. It kind of sounded like the singer from I can never say this band's name because it's so fucking long, but Kisadon, what is it? It's like Kisadon Kaio something. Fuck, let me look it up, because I'm pretty sure I have them in my, here it is. I knew I had them in my playlist. Kisadon Kisada Kyodon and the Akeboshi Rockets. Them niggas. It sounds like her. I may be wrong, because there was no credits to this. I don't think. I may have just been too into the visuals, but it sounds like her at least. And I love her music, so you know, she makes some bangers, and this was definitely a banger. But the music was really good. The colors were popping. They were just popping off, right? The visuals were amazing. You know, it really makes me hype to see the visuals of the actual show. And of course, you know, you can't really compare the visuals of an OP to the visuals of a show, but you know, every now and then you do get something that is comparable to the OP. And I think this has the potential to be comparable to the OP. JoJo in general has always had very vibrant and outlandish, enjoyable colors in their show to make it even more entertaining than it already is. And to just fit that bizarre nature to the show. So I'm glad they really hit the nail on the head when it came to the colors. The characters seem really outlandish and cool. Really enjoying that. It seems like we're gonna have an all-female cast. I'm not sure if that's something that we talked about when we watched the trailer, but seeing the OP, it seems like we'll have an all-female cast. It looks like it. I would have to rewatch this, but yeah, that's what it looks like. The characters look amazing. All female cast is going to be cool. You know, you have a lot of comparison to Jotaro and not Jocelyn, Jolene. It just, everything looks really fucking cool. Like really, like I was blown away by what I've seen so far. Now getting into a bit of theory territory, because, and you know, if you know, this is the part where I'm gonna have to let people know, you know, we might drag on a little bit, if this show, or if this video hasn't been long enough. To get into theory territory a little bit, we did see some interesting stuff in the OP. One of the most interesting things that we saw was a part where we kind of saw flashbacks. And I'll see if I can find that part. I'm not sure if I can find that part, but we kind of saw like flashbacks of like past like, I don't know, situation, I don't know if you want to call it situations, or like memories or something like that, where it's very I don't know how to explain it. It's a weird thing to put in the, well, no, it's not even a weird thing to put in the OP, because the OP, JoJo OPs usually have like, oh yeah, this is what happened before, you know, this is some crazy shit that, oh no, I just fucked it up, oh no. Okay, yeah, JoJo OPs usually have like remnants from the past, you know, parts. But this one seemed a little different in the way of like, it seemed very, how do I explain it? I'm trying to find it again so I can really like explain how this looked. It seemed very like, it seemed like it had more of a part to what the show is about than usual. Like, it seemed like it was, and Jolene's character model is amazing. That is a great character model. Like, her character design is actually fucking amazing. But it did seem like it had like a lot. Here it is. Here, I found it. All right. So what I'm seeing here is, right, is first we see the mask, then we see, what is this? That's something. First we see the mask, then we see, I think this is the pillar. Yeah, this is the pillar men. And it slowly makes like, and then, you know, we got the trip to Egypt and stuff. It slowly makes this star, right? You know, we got that, you know, the arrow, everything, you know, and it makes a star on Jolene's back, right? Which, you know, understandable, you know, it's just a cool visual. But with this being what I'm gonna assume, even though I know that there's like a part 7 to part 8, with this being what I'm gonna assume is like the final version of I don't want to straight up say this being like the finality of the Joestars, because I just feel like we'll still in some way get Joestar action. But this does seem like the finale for the Joestars. I'll just say it like that. I wouldn't be surprised if we got some more time manipulation in the way of like memories and like maybe, fuck, I did it again. In the way of like memories and stuff like that, I guess. And if we go there, Jesus Christ, is going to be a wild ride, because once you start adding, like, we've always added time manipulation into like the end game of JoJo, but once you start adding in like memories and like stuff like that, it starts to get a little bit more crazy. So now, you know, with that type of stuff, and here goes the thing where they're facing away from each other. With that type of stuff in the OP, I'm starting to like kind of try to piece together what would the end game look like? And I don't think we've seen the final antagonist anywhere in this OP. No, we haven't. We haven't seen the final antagonist anywhere in this OP. However, with the whole thing of showing all those memories and like stuff like that, and people saying that this shit's about to get kind of mind fucky, in the way of how powers work, I wouldn't be surprised if we got into like the idea of, instead of rewinding, because with Dio we got the whole thing of stopping time. We got Josuke, who technically was a rewinding time, but that wasn't really his power, but it looked like it. We got what's his name? Diavolo, who was deleting time in a way. But now when you get to the end game boss of this show, I'm going to guess that it has something to do with time again. I mean, why wouldn't it? It seems like it would. Oh, we had what's his name, Kira, who was definitely rewinding time. He was definitely doing that. So with the end game boss, I would assume that he's just gonna fast forward it. That would be a little bit too simple, wouldn't it? If it was just the fast forward. Why would you use that? Why would you do that, actually? Oh god. Ah, fuck. Why would you do that, actually? Never mind. That sounds stupid. No, it's not. Nothing stupid in JoJo. Nothing stupid in JoJo. It's a weird. We've always had the concept of time to be the end power, and with the whole memory things in the OP and all this other stuff, if we were to get into like the concept of like changing time in some way again, however, I don't know how that's going to fit into the story. I don't see why you would do something like that though. And I think it makes me like more interested in what happens in this show, because even in part 5, we're like we were theorizing with Diavolo and stuff. I was like, but I don't see why you would want to do that. But it was still like Diavolo was doing it. I'm trying to figure out what this power would look like, and I can't wrap my mind around what a fast forward power would look like. Like, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to do that? I don't know. It just that doesn't make much sense to me. That's the only theory I can come up with, and I mean it sounds fucking stupid, but like I said, nothing stupid in JoJo. Nothing stupid in JoJo. And I think we talked about this in a past episode, where I think when we were trying to figure out what Dio's power was, and we kind of like, it was like, well, he can only be rewinding it, pausing it, or fast forwarding it, and we were like, the last two of the latter sounds stupid, or the other two of those sound stupid, so he would have to be pausing it. Plus it just made sense with his power and how it was working. But now that we've checked off every other box with like what kind of time manipulation power you can have, and it may not even be a time manipulation power, and it may just be something absolutely different, and I might just have been talking for no fucking reason. But if you were let's go off the theory that you do have the power to rewind. No, we already did rewind. And we already did the pause shit. Fast forward doesn't seem useful. But then again, like I said, anything's possible in JoJo. Fast forward doesn't exactly seem useful, but mostly because like here, if you were to fast forward time, in which Diavolo was kind of doing, he was skipping it. But if you were to literally fast forward time, at some point you get to, at some point, I feel like you get to the end of time if you fast forward too much. And then if you get to the end of it, you start to get into really, really stupidly celestial shit like what if there's other universes, and we get into like the whole Marvel multiverse shit, and oh my god, the Marvel multiverse, I fucking hated that. That shit's so fucking confusing. Bro, please God, if there is anything that you could do for me, please don't do no multiverse shit. I would cry. I would just cry. My brain would not be able to handle some multiverse shit. I just wouldn't be. But if we are to stay on brand, that's exactly what we would do, and I fucking hate it. Oh no, no. Whatever. That's the beauty of being in theory territory, is that we could be wrong, and we could just get something totally different that surprises us. Even that's really all we have to go by, is what kind of powers we've had on brand, because like I said, we haven't seen the actual antagonist. If it is I would hate it to be Jotaro. I would hate it to be Jotaro. That would suck. That would really suck. I would hate to have to dirt Jotaro at the end of the show. Oh my god, if we have to dirt Jotaro at the end of the show, I'm probably gonna cry. I'm probably gonna cry. But all we have right now as far as clues is to be on brand with like what we've gotten so far. We've gotten a guy that can stop time. We've gotten a guy that can rewind it. We got a guy that can delete it. And I guess if we are still on brand, we would have a guy that can fast forward it. And then here's the other thing: if we were to stay on that type of brand, we would get into the whole thing about like fate and like how that works, and like how much fate has to do in this universe, like the whole JoJo universe. This would fuck with fate a lot, because now you would know your fate. If you were to rewind, fast forward it, now you would know your fate. And we don't really know, like we've always seen like how when it comes to fate, there was Dio that paused time and then like analyze the situation to change his fate. Then we had Kira, who rewound time and then took that power to like control his fate, because if he rewound the same day, then he would be able to completely control his fate and have his dream of like just having a regular schmegular life, a quiet life, as Kira says. And then we had Diavolo, who deleted time or fate, whatever, in order to kind of have some type of control over fate itself. In the end, of course, you know how that ended. It seemed more as if he was trying to deny his fate, which we handled that really quickly. So if we had another guy that was like, okay, I have time powers too, what's good with y'all? This person would want to know his fate, and therefore from that point on, or from that point, he would be able to like change his fate from there. Because if you knew what was going to happen to you, you could probably change it, right? But that's not really how it works in a lot of like shows and TV and like movies and stuff. Because like if you're trying to change it, there's like fixed points, and like there's like fixed points in like the universe. They always pull this shit. I was watching last night. I was watching What If with the homies last night. I was watching the Marvel What Ifs with the homies, and there was we got to like the Doctor Strange video, or the Doctor Strange episode, where like he was trying to change fate by rewinding it and then like fast forwarding, and so he was using he was manipulating time with the time stone and shit like that. And like there were, as the ancient one or whatever her name is said, there are fixed points in universes where you cannot change them. So for this if we were to get into that type of stuff for this person, they would be like, oh, well, I can't change this. So if I see what is going to happen, can I change it? Or if I can't change it, take the Marvel route and just hop to another universe. God, please no. Please no. I don't want to do that much thinking. I promise you I don't want to do that much thinking. Hop to another universe and then change that fixed point, because the fixed point might not be the same in that universe as it was from the universe you came from. Oh my God, Jesus, just saying all that makes me not want to watch. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, this sounds so stupid. Just spent like fucking 10 minutes talking about dumb shit. Whatever, bro. It was good. Point is, the OP is really cool. I really enjoyed the OP. It's a banger. I'm interested in what the ED is gonna sound like. I just can't. My brain can't handle. Like, I know people like really enjoy like the discussions and the theory territory and stuff, but sometimes my brain just can't handle all that. Like, I'm not a very smart person. As much as I think people give me a little bit too much credit for like what I do. And like, I'm not a very smart person, so when I have to do that much thinking, it hurts, and I don't know, I hate that. But I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it as much as it hurts my brain. I do enjoy it. So music on point, characters look great. I'm done with theory territory because it's already making my brain hurt and I'm sick. Fucking sucks. We'll see what we get. Honestly, I'm expecting a lot from this part. Even if we don't do the whole, seeing the future of fate stuff, whatever. I'm sure whatever they do with this part is going to be insane. Once again, from what I've been hearing on people like hyping this part up, I'm sure whatever we get is going to be insane. I'm sure we're going to have to do a lot, and I mean a lot, of like breaking down the oh my God, so this person did this, therefore this. Oh God, oh no, we're back in JoJo. Oh no. That's great. I'm sure the story's going to be great. The music's great. Haven't heard much of like the OST, if that is out. I don't think I'm going to be listening to the OST if it is out, mostly because I want that stuff to be, kind of think that stuff is going to be better just hearing it in the show. What did I say? Characters great. That's cool. I've been talking for too long. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, God damn. Whatever. Everything seems crazy. I am hyped for this show. This is probably going to be... This is actually coming out a lot quicker than I thought. I think this shit is coming out on like the 3rd or the 4th. I thought I had like way more time. So with that being said, we kind of have to talk about how this is gonna work. Because like, here's the thing, I'm gonna be gone from like the 10th to like the 18th. So I'm gonna have to like, I don't know how that's gonna affect the upload schedule of JoJo or whatever. I'm gonna try to figure something out, but I don't know, man. This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be a crazy year. We got JoJo. We got Attack on Titan. Oh God. Oh, we got JoJo and Attack on Titan like concurrently turning up in like the same. Oh no, dude, my brain is gonna fucking explode. Whatever, bro. This is gonna be cool. I'm gonna enjoy this. We can talk about it in the comment section. What you guys think is gonna happen in the how you guys feel about part 6. For the anime onlys, what do you guys think is going to happen in part 6? You know, for manga readers, please do not spoil it. Even though JoJo seems to be pretty good with that, with like not spoiling stuff, there are some people that like to like over explain things, and then like, oh no, now you kind of exploited it on accident. I don't think anybody like actually like goes out to try to spoil things when it comes to JoJo. Attack on Titan's different. Them niggas just like want to spoil it just to spoil it. But you know, in the comment section, of course, like talk about what you think is gonna happen. Of course, I always love like theorizing with people on like what happens with JoJo and other shows like that. It's gonna be fun. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more JoJo's Bizarre Adventure or something totally different, the best place to send that in is always my social media. Link's gonna be in the description. And if you want these ooh, that's not how that works. This is an OP. But if you want when part 6 comes out and you want those episodes early, you can subscribe to my Patreon. That shit's gonna be on there. Also, the full link's gonna be on there too, because I think we're gonna be. It seems like we're probably gonna do the edited versions for the, you know, whatever. It's gonna be the first time we've ever done this for JoJo if we decide to do it like that. And you know, I'll make a video on why we're doing it like that anyway. But if you want to see the full length in the episodes early, Patreon, that's links in the description for that as well. And with all that being said, because I can't think straight when I'm sick, I'm sorry if this video kind of sucks. I'm sorry, I'm sick. With all that being said, get my off button ready. There it goes. Y'all stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourselves. God damn it, this video was almost 40 minutes and the fucking OP is omitted in 30 seconds. I hate myself. I suck as a YouTuber.